So I'm bringing this up now. I had to bring you in on this. So I'm giving my history of how much I respected Lord Jamar just from the history of hip hop and shit like that. And so he comes on the first time, the Flat Earth thing, gets a lot, big views, da-da-da-da. It was awesome.
Right.
I said, man, there's a guy that was watching you, a guy named Dave. He's a Professor Dave. He saw your shit, and he was, like, disputing you.
I
He
have a clip here of him saying he gave an open invite to Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Okay,
let's...
hold on. I think you out of order, God.
I'm out of order?
Yeah. Mike, play the clip.
I'm on...
Which clip? The one where he challenges Neil deGrasse Tyson?
Which clip are you talking about?
He knows. Yeah, the one that with Neil when he.
That's what he's saying. Here we go.
Yeah.
Black Neil deGrasse Tyson.
You don't respect Neil deGrasse?
No, I would debate him in a minute.
Really?
Absolutely.
Damn.
He's an actor. He has
What
a
about
SAG
Terrence
card.
Howard?
Terrence Howard is a smart dude, but he's off too.
The Earth is a triangle. Let me explain. There's isosceles, there's equilateral, and there's scalene. It's not a circle. It's not flat. It's a triangle. You're all wrong. All of you mothers are wrong. And it's because I'm light-skinned that you don't believe me.
So that's what he said during the thing.
He said he would challenge Neil deGrasse Tyson. And said that Neil deGrasse Tyson.
I happen to know. I met Neil, but I'm really tight with Chuck Nice. As comics, we know Chuck Nice.
He works with
does Star
Neil
Talk
deGrasse
with
yes.
Neil deGrasse Tyson. He's is his co-host.
Yes.
So I hit up Chuck. Chuck hit me back, and he said, "Listen, he says, look, Neil is swamped. There's no way I could get Neil on until maybe after February." And I was like, well, all right. Well,
which is fine. If Neil wants to come later, hell, it's Neil.
Right, exactly. But then what happened was I saw a clip where Dave did a response video on
That's what I was talking about.
And the flat Earth. But the first thing was I want to debate Neil
deGrasse Tyson, right? And so
I was absolutely, and I said this to you, God, that I'm a little funny about letting Professor Dave debate him on your platform because I was worried about the optics of a white dude.
But we tried to use a black man first, and my thing is this: whatever the race is. Somebody don't agree with you. And so let's see. It's science. Let's see what happens. You know?
Right, but I said to you several times that I didn't like the optics of it.
Oh, right. Of course not. Right. We got to get a black person.
Right.
And we tried, and they weren't available.
But I made that step, and I only made that jump because he said, I'll debate Neil deGrasse Tyson. So I'm always looking, for ways to build, to make better content. So okay, let's do it, right? I did not know that it was gonna be a trash-in the way it was a trash-in because I just assumed if you're that boisterous about your philosophy about flat Earth, right? That you would know the talking points of at least.
That's what I thought that he would have. Okay, this is going to be a good, and I was going to think me and you were going to we're going to shut the fuck up and let them go back and forth, and it's going to be a nice volley. And then I just thought when we first started it, do we have any of that footage where he goes fuck Professor Dave? Do we have that? I thought we were going to show
that on. It's on. Because okay, well,
but
we don't.
I have a question though. I have a question. Sorry, Dante. Professor Dave, his response video before you guys had him on, was his response video like cordial? Was it just simply disputing what Lord Jamar was saying?
Yeah, he goes because he battles flat earthers all the time. They come at him, and he'll go against 5, 6, 7 of them coming at him. They'll curse him out. They go, what the fuck you da da da. Yeah. He'll be like, no, you guys don't understand science. You don't know what the fuck you do. So they go at it. Okay. So he came at it as here's another person that thinks he did. I don't think was he fucked up with it. I don't think so.
Well, okay, let me say this. Lord Jamar had not seen the response video.
Okay. So either way,
to be honest, Zanab, He was like, this is the dumbest shit ever, blah, 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 blah.
Which is fine, I think.
Blasting him, right?
But it doesn't matter because Lord Jamar never even saw that.
He never even saw it.
Right.
Okay.
Right. So when they came on, we brought him on. He said something about you have to have I'll debate. So I asked Godfrey because Lord Jamar, I've spoke to him a couple of times on the phone, but it's Godfrey's friend. So I was making the connection with Dave, and Godfrey was making the with Lord Jamar.
Yeah.
And so whatever was said, Godfrey would have to tell you. So go ahead, God.
Oh, when we asked him,
Yeah, when you asked him,
I said, yo, why don't you go against this guy named Dave, blah, blah, blah. He goes, okay. He said, let me think about it. He said, you know what? I'm going to come through. You know what I mean? And on his own, I didn't force him. I said, I think it would be a really good fucking episode that you guys go at it. People love debates.
Yeah.
There's a reason why they watch presidential debates. They watch debates like Candace Owens. The reason why her crazy ass because she debates people, which I give her credit for because she will go against whoever the fuck.
yeah,
You know,
I don't give her credit for nothing.
well,
She's a liar.
I'm just saying that's not the point. I'm just saying
Candace Owens
she
is a
doesn't
shit.
she doesn't run from a debate. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's all I'm
but
saying.
she's a liar.
Yeah,
and she's a piece
I
of
just
shit.
said shit, crazy ass dude.
Okay, I want to before you say I don't want anybody to make the mistake that I think Candace Owens is cool on any
I
level.
didn't say she
at
was
all.
cool. I said
I'm
she
not
doesn't
saying you
run from a
did.
debate. You just want to put your opinion
I
in
agree.
about her. That's
I
okay.
agree.
But one of the biggest debates right now is Earth. I don't know why, but is Earth flat or round?
I know it's yeah.
Yeah.
And so because the flat earthers are there's something some voice, but flat earthers are really like hardcore about it. It's like MAGA shit.
Yeah, but you know
like
what?
MAGA shit.
I feel the same way with like religion. Like when people are like atheists or it's like they
That same
think that
thing.
they are not believing in anything, but I'm like, you don't believe in it stronger than people believe, and you're
Right.
trying to get us to not believe.
Yeah.
It's the same thing.
And my thing is, it's because like Dante doesn't believe in God, but I don't go, oh, why not God? Oh, blah, blah, blah. Hey, believe whatever you want. If that's it. First of all, the concept of God, we all said there's God.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. People who are atheists once believed in it.
Yeah.
You know? So what about the people that just are neither
Yeah.
and just act properly or whatever?
Yeah.
I was taught there was a God, blah, blah, blah. My parent,
Yeah.
I got God in my name.
Yeah.
Look,
What I'm
Zainab
saying?
this is probably the first time Zainab's ever hearing that I'm an atheist because I've never put it on her. I've never
Exactly.
pushed myself on it because it's
And that's okay to be who you are.
Right.
That's
right.
all right.
Yeah.
Because guess what?
Oh, you doing that Muslim shit?
Yeah.
Because my thing is this: either way, we're all human beings. We all sleep. Like I said, we're all right here. Unless somebody has superpowers, we're all here trying to figure ourselves out, regardless of what it is.
Yeah.
So, I was saying. So now, he said he goes when we bring Dave on. Dave's like, hell yeah, I want to do this. I'm like, this is gonna be great. Soon as he gets on, I'm thinking it's gonna be good. He goes, fuck, Professor Dave. Do we have that? We're gonna show this, and watch. It was very strange, and I was like, I kind of threw me off. All right, here we go.
Dave, here's my thing.
Man, let me fuck Professor Dave
Go ahead.
before he even get here.
Here's
You know
my
why?
When it comes to hip hop, right?
Yeah, it was like fuck. I just thought I was just a little bit like that. I laughed. I was like, okay, I thought he was just gonna say fuck it and keep it going, but he was really like, I don't fuck that dude. I want to talk. And then what did he call him? Did he call him the F word?
Call him,
Said the
F word, homo, all like he went
yeah, it
through
was
the
just
whole-
weird. It was just a
At
little.
one
went
point,
through
I
the
think he
whole
said he went
gamut,
down on his own father.
which is also
Say it
kind of
again?
ill because
At one point, he said he went down on his own dad.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that was weird. Go ahead.
And I was like, this is a platform, like for you to come on and go down that road. It's to, in my opinion, is disrespectful to the platform because Dave came on as a guest, Jamal came on as a guest. Why would you not expect a blatant, just a basic respect for each other on the platform. Period.
Right. And I'm like, so my podcast don't mean shit to you because I did his podcast. I've never disrespected his podcast. I always was respectful to his podcast. And and then when when they were going back and forth, Dave didn't stand down. He was like, "No, you don't know what the fuck you talking about." And I was like, "Okay, this is gonna be good." Yeah. And it got a little viral. It got a little viral and shit. And then he was like, "Yo, take this dude off." After that happened, he was like, "Yo, yeah, man, don't show that shit. Don't show the episode." And I'm like, "Oh, okay," because that fucks with my shit. Yeah. That fucks my money up. You know what I'm saying? Like. Yeah. Don't show it because we cut it off right away too. Like I say, oh, this is gonna be cool. Yeah. It happens, and I said I won't show it. Yeah. As a friend, I won't do it. I did not show it. Yeah. And that cuts into my shit. Yeah. And then everybody's like, "Yo,
Godfrey didn't have an episode to put up." And then the other episode, because Dave recorded on his side, Dave got 500,000 views. On his side for putting up the clip. Of it. Because he had recorded it on his end.
Yeah. And so
did you guys know that he was recording?
I didn't know he was recording. I had no idea. I didn't even think about it.
No, we didn't know, but the part of the deal of him coming on was that he could have the footage.
Right.
This dude has 4 million followers. So he wasn't charging us anything to come on.
Right.
He was coming on, and all he asked for is just so long as I can get the footage.
Yeah. So and then I didn't do it, and everybody's asking me, why didn't you put up the flat earth shit? Yo, man, why didn't you put up, nah. And even on videos, like my regular content, people are like, yo, fuck all that. Where's that footage of the flat earth? Yo, Godfrey, this was funny, but yo, what's up with that? You ain't slick. You just gonna put up shit and act like you missed an episode? Motherfuckers was mad as shit.
It was like, fuck your Steve Harvey.
Yo, man, that's a good impersonation, but impersonate that episode, motherfucker. They were coming at me still to this day. They go, why'd you let this motherfucker punk you into not? I said it wasn't about that. It was about being a friend. That's what I wanted to do because I'm that kind of guy. I'm not a fuck boy. I'm not. No one can say that about me. Nobody. You can not like me because whatever. That's fine. But as far as backstabbing people I know, as far as being like a gossip, I'm not that. I don't do that type of shit. I like to confront. Like if there's a problem we have, let's talk about it. That's just me. I don't owe anybody any fucking money. I don't owe anybody shit. Nothing. I got plenty of comedians that do not like me, and I've done nothing to them. And they've shown how they don't like for no reason. I know comics that have hated on me for years. People will say, well, why didn't you? Blah, blah, blah. I go, well, there's comics that block that. I'm being honest. I'm not even, because I've seen it.
Check this out.
What's up?
Afterwards, I call Godfrey. I'm calling Godfrey the next day. I'm calling Godfrey. Godfrey's not picking up the phone, which is weird. And and then he says, I'm on the phone with Lord Jamar.
Yeah.
And I text him, I said, I know he's pissed at me. Right?
Yes.
And Godfrey goes, his text back to me is yup. And I go, well, what's up? And then Godfrey says to me that Lord Jamar said that I drugged him.
Yeah, he drugged him. He said, I think your boy drugged me. I go, what? First of all, I'm not a weed smoker, so I'm like, I don't get it. He goes, I was out of sorts on that episode. So I go, but you smoke all day, every day. He's always rolling joints on there.
He rolled 3 blunts.
The whole place was smoked up, and he goes, your boy tried to I don't know, he put something in the thing. I go, why would he do that? Like, he did it because he's like, yo, that's my man. I'm going to get him some weed, blah, 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 blah. And he threw that in. I go, Dante wouldn't do no shit like that. Why the fuck would he do that? Why the fuck would he spike himself and give you the same shit? Like, he don't do shit like that. We're not those kind of guys. I don't give a fuck who he talks to. We don't do that kind of shit, So I was like, damn, what? And then he goes, yo, and if I have to take legal action,
Wait. You going up too
What
far.
happened? What happened? What?
So first, then he was like,
you're a pimp. I'm sorry. He said you're
an ex-pimp.
Ex-pimp, yeah.
Such and such, and so you know how he manipulates people and blah 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 blah. Now, I've never been
Right.
lied or misrepresented myself. Pimping is not something that I'm proud of.
Right.
It's not something that I put in the front of. In fact, the reason why I'm not, because it was something that I didn't have ethically. I didn't have the stomach for it.
Right.
So I'm not. It's not something I brag about. But when you keep saying that, it's a way, in my mind, it's shots fired because it's a way of disparaging me. Oh, this nigga he's a pimp.
Yeah.
He takes advantage of blah, 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 blah. And he kept saying that, right? So, Mike, you got the video for that?
Which one are you looking for?
They said the pimp, when he called, he said he's a pimp, so he tried to. There's a video. The video what he did with the flat earthers.
Yeah, I got it.
Here it is. Okay, let's see it.
Cool. I let this sucker bitch, pull me into some shit. There's a guy on the show that used to be an ex-pimp, and since he couldn't best me the last time, he did what a pimp does, and he got a bitch to do his dirty work. And that's what happened.
Yeah. So he's calling us names and shit like that. It was your behavior, man. You did that. I didn't make you call this dude an F word. I didn't make you say fuck Dave. I didn't make any. I just said you showing up, cool. I even gave you money for the toll. Congestion fucking tax data. I said I didn't. This is your behavior. And now you blaming me for that shit? That's just fucking, that's bullshit.
Now,
that makes
Godfrey, back up 2 points. So I'm not afraid of nobody, and I didn't do nothing wrong. So I text Jamar. I was like, yo, there's no way I would ever drug you. That's crazy. And he was like, oh, Godfrey said drugged. I didn't say drugged. I was like, well, I just want you to know I would never drug you. I go, and the only reason why we set this up in the first place was because you said you wanted to debate out of his own mouth. You saw the video. You said you wanted to
debate Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Debate Neil deGrasse
Right.
Tyson.
Yeah.
I couldn't get Neil.
Yeah.
So I got the next best thing, and that's how it went down. I had no idea that he wasn't inept to with his own points or to deal with this dude or any of that. It was just me putting it together because he asked.
Yeah. That's and so, yeah, man. And he said, I'm gonna take some legal action. If you and then he goes, I didn't sign anything to show my. It's like that. You can't. You've been on my podcast before. Now you're doing this legal shit. Whatever, it's clever. You can't do that. Like now you're gonna do a lawsuit on me? Like what? Yeah. You called him F words and all kind of other shit. So, and it's almost like you're trying to make up a beef, I guess. Maybe that's a rap thing.
He tried to Drake you.
Yeah, he's trying to Drake me. I'm like, huh? It's like you're bad. Your enemy is the guy Dave, not me. And then you're calling us sucker bitch and all this other shit. I'm like, maybe you're that kind of guy. Maybe you're that kind of whack ass dude. Maybe that's what you are. Because I didn't call you any names. I said, let me just you fucked my money up. Yeah. And then you're saying, oh, they're just doing this for views. What individual on social media is not doing shit for fucking views? What motherfucker? If you ain't doing shit for views, you should not be on social media. Everybody wants views. That's why everybody and their mama is twerking on whatever. They're doing sketches with their kids so they can be fucking influencers. You have to have views. That is how these fucking things work. Views work. That's how you get money. Okay? That's how everybody's doing this shit for views, and you fucking right I'm doing this for views.
But he's implying you sold him out for views.
I sold him out for views. That's what I did.
You got literally.
I sold him out. My views came because he's been on my show. Stop.
It looks
I've earned my shit on my own.
He's creating this beef to get the views.
Probably, yeah. That helps him get views.
Yeah.
Because if he didn't, he'd be like, let me not say anything.
Just another guess.
Because controversy brings people to watch. Yeah. So I'm like, to get views, yeah. What else would I do this for? Yeah. I'm doing this for views. You fucking right. Views are currency. Yeah. Views are currency. That's important to have views. Oh man. And this is not some beef I'm having with him. I just think you calling us names and calling me out, I'm like, I did you a favor. I tried. Yeah. And then you doing that, and so you backstabbing me? What the fuck kind of friend is that?
Hey, Mike, go to minute 4.
You know? And then he goes, oh, we going to take care of that. Like, take care of what? You know, what did you think? What did you get from that, Dante, when he said we're going to take care of that?
Sound like a threat.
Like, oh, we're going to take care of that. Like, what do you mean? Over flat earth. This is what we're doing. But that's that hip-hop petty shit, I think. Comics we don't operate like that. You might get mad at a motherfucker here and there, but we don't really operate like that. But rappers will be like, I'm coming to get you. You said that thing about me in that one track. The fuck? This shit is wild. Go ahead.
But I definitely was not myself that night. And I thought certain people were my friend, you know? And you don't want to believe that your friends would do certain things, but yeah, it's definitely possible. But yeah, I was just not in my right state of mind. I apologize for allowing y'all to see me lose my cool. Yeah, that's what happened.
He believes his own shit. So I just wanted to get that out and talk about that.
He just seems, I don't know him at all. And I am, like, I understand the situation. And from what I saw, it seems like he's embarrassed.
That's what I think.
Yeah, it seems like he's embarrassed. And it doesn't seem like he buys his own shit. I think it's a performance. Yeah.
Ah.
Oh, yeah. I think it's a performance. Yeah. Like, he can be very direct with the words he wants to say. And then other times he's choosing to use like coded language and he's not talking directly. Right. I think that he knows exactly what he's doing. And part of it is, the clicks of it all, you know, and the attention. But I think that it is embarrassing if for a very long time you've been able to hold a position as like all-knowing and respectable, and I say something and people believe it, and I have enough of the performance and seemingly knowledge. Because I'll be very honest with you, Godfrey. I watched even Terrence Howard. I watched his interview with Joe Rogan. That's a very long interview to watch. Yeah. And when you watch things like that, it's so difficult because they'll say one thing and you like, I didn't think about it like that. And then they say another thing and you like, now they out they goddamn mind. And then they say another thing and it's like, dang, well, maybe. You know what I'm saying? Right. Like, I think any human being that is curious has a little bit of like open-minded, like is a little bit open to like, well, let me hear what they have to say. Yeah. Right? And so he is constantly incubated by people who feel the same way he does, right? Yeah. And like a relationship with you probably works because you're not somebody that's like, you don't care if the earth is round or flat, but you're like, but I want to know, like, what do you think? And show me. Yeah. I want to hear how it's sparking for you, right? Yeah. And so then when he's put in a position, especially publicly, And Dante said he was worried about the optics of it being a non-black person. Right. And that probably was also because, as you said, Lord Jamar was a conscious rapper. No doubt. And so as much as it's not being said, it's like not only is it a non-black person, the science guy, David, he also appears to be younger. And so this is all this information, all of these things going into this person that is sort of eloquently and effortlessly disproving what you said. And now your audience of people, you and Dante, who at first were like, we're going to give you the stage. Yes. You guys were like, he can do this because he said he wanted to debate Neil deGrasse Tyson. Yeah. That's if you want to debate the best, then sure enough, we could give you the JV baller, right?
Exactly.
And so then when it goes off the rails in that way, I think he's just really embarrassed. And it takes a lot for any human being when they're embarrassed, but especially a grown male black rapper. I mean, just if you just go through it takes a lot to be like, you know what? Let me go back and get that info. I don't have the information. But let me. Right. I'm bested. Yes. I'm bested, so I'm gonna sit down and shut up, and then I'll come back to the match and try again. You know that's rare.
Yeah.
So what he's doing is just trying to save his, because ultimately he got to make sure he doesn't really lose in front of his audience, because as he's saying to you, you doing it for the clicks, you did it. He got to keep his thing going too.
No doubt.
Yeah.
But and Dante's like, you could have had you a bunch of money too. He because I know he hasn't lost any money on his shit. You see how he's like, it's gonna cost you $20, da da da.
I think it shows very clearly that you respected him and tried to protect him because you didn't release.
I didn't release
the
that
video.
shit, but then he got on and started talking shit about me to some two bum ass white dudes. Like, since you feel like maybe I embarrassed him in front of white, you talking to these two motherfuckers, and they're bringing up fucking Kentucky Fried Chicken buckets with them. Like,
show that.
Show that Kentucky Fried Chicken example.
That's minute 17.
And he didn't check them on it. Like,
so here's the thing. So after that, he went to the Flat Earth dudes. He did a show with the Flat Earth dudes, and the dude. Well, go ahead, because I can't even explain it. Like, so. Mike, you got it on. I think it's 17 minutes in.
Water on it, like you just said. You can't stick a cruise ship or a person to the bottom of it. You can't contain air on the outside of it. So it's not a model; it's a toy. But if we looked at the Flat Earth model and compared it to a bucket of a dinner of bucket from Kentucky Fried Chicken with the mashed potatoes and the gravy and everything, the gravy lays level in there. It's contained. You can float a cruise ship on it. The plastic dome over the top, you can put air in there. It'll be contained. You can. No one's going to fall off of it. You put a little boat in there or a person, and it's contained. A bucket of Kentucky Fried Chicken is a better model for the Earth than the globe.
So, like, how you don't push back on? Like, all of a sudden, I've seen Dave and I've seen him. That dude is called Flat Earth Dave. I've seen him debate people before. Never heard him use Kentucky Fried Chicken as the model. A bucket of it. A bucket. All of a sudden now he's talking to a black dude. Now the model. Let me say it so you understand.
That's like a tub of collard green, and there's water in that tub. It's a container, and the collard green.
We hollowed out a watermelon. Right? We put Hennessy. We filled it up with Hennessy. At no shape and point the boat did not. You couldn't see the bottom of the boat, no matter how Hennessy finds its own level.
And if it's a slave boat, right? There's slaves in the bottom of the boat. Now, okay, at first. and this is not I'm not doing this episode to I want to have a battle. No, I was just like, you insulted us and we're telling our truths. I did nothing to you. I didn't do anything. And I'm the first person to go, my bad. I'm sorry that it went that way. But you're a grown man. You came on your own. And if you were like, nah, I ain't doing it, I go, okay, cool. I'm gonna bring Dave on anyway, That's cool. There's no problem. Yeah. But you're making it our fault, and it makes you look more like a fucking kid. I'm sorry. This it's whack. It was whack, and I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed
down to
in
do
the
the show. 3 hours doing the show.
Everybody worked hard.
Harrington, you there?
Harrington's there.
Yeah, I'm here.
Mike has a daughter,
a girl, yeah,
that he could go spend time with. Nobody wants to be in the studio for 3 hours to come up with no content at all.
Word up. Everybody works hard here, man. Everybody works hard for late hours. People have shit. He got 2 children, man. It's like, stop. Like,
I am a toxically solution-oriented person. Mm-hmm. Is there any resolve here?
I think I just wanted to bring out the truth since he made that episode dogging me. And I hate when I have to hear video of people talking shit about me. I don't even like to hear it. Mm-hmm. But I'm like, there's solutions. It's just, I think, because I talk to him. Like, I don't run from shit. Mm-hmm. But to say I'm going to, a lawsuit and all this stuff, I'm like, what? What are you doing? You sound like one of them chicks where they take you for your money. Lawsuits happening. Wait,
he draked you, son. He draked you.
Yeah, he draked me. And so there's no beef here. Mm-hmm. It's just the facts are the facts. There's footage on shit. So if he doesn't want to do that, then that's on him, and that's his character. My thing is, it's not hard to go, yo, man, my bad. Cool. It's not that difficult, but some motherfuckers want to keep shit going because that's what they do. I don't have problems with people. I just don't, because I'm not a fucking prick.